get started on the warm-up. Usually the warm-up for this class is a little longer. And then we'll get things moving. So let's start with our traditional just squat down and pry back and forth to get a nice stretch in. You can do 5 of these. Just doing some prying squats right now for anyone that just joined. Just lying down, stretching out. When you're done with that, we're going to go into the world's greatest stretch. So this is the one, you're going to reach out, start in a high plank position, bring the foot up to the hand. Let's sink our hips down here for a second. Stretch the front of the leg out. Then we're going to reach up with the hand closest to the foot so that our chest is opening towards that knee. And hold here for a couple deep breaths. Come back down, switch the legs. So sink in with the hips. After a nice stretch, open up. All right, let's go back to that high plank, and then we're gonna push our hips up into a quick little down dog, and then walking up. Then on our mat, we're going to get our ankles ready. So we're going to be half kneeling. We're going to rock forward, pressing our knee over the toe, keeping our heel tight to the ground. Couple rocks there. So we're pressing forward. Should feel that back up the back of our leg there. Switch legs. All right, go ahead and flip over. We're gonna hug one knee in. Let the other knee drop, our hips flat to the ground. Then we're gonna let it fall out and bring it back down. Go ahead with the next leg. So with each breath, you're just giving yourself a little hug. And let it fall out. To bring it back down. All right. We'll come up, stretch anything else that you think you need. And I will start explaining the exercises. So we're gonna do a bunch of different things. We're gonna go 45 seconds on, or I think I said it for 45, it might be 40. Now I can't remember, but we'll say 45 seconds on, 10 seconds off. I did. Look at me, I can't remember. But I'll let you know as we're doing it. So let's get into the exercises. We're going to be moving today. First one's a lunge jump. So as you lunge down, you want the back knee to come straight down towards that back heel. And you switch in the air. I'm having a little bit of knee pain today, so I might not be as happy as you all are, but I'll figure it out. Then you're going to have a mountain climber with a push-up. If you need to do your push-up on a raised surface, you can also do your mountain climber on the raised surface. So let me grab my chair real quick and I'll show you what that would look like. Hopefully this doesn't jump out of my way. So I will be Mountain climber, mountain climber, mountain climber, mountain climber. This is gonna slide away when I push up. And then you'll repeat. So it'll be 4 mountain climbers and a push up. So down low. 1, 2, 3, 4, push. And then you'll repeat for the 45 seconds. All right. After that, you're going to be doing a single leg deadlift with a row. So you're going to keep one leg moving the whole time. So I'll pull back, I'll row, and then I'll come back up. So really working on balance, ankle stability. Row up and come back. We're working on that angle of the body, following the foot. A nice hip hinge. Then you'll switch to the other side. Foot comes back. The row comes to the hips. Elbows come back. Shoulder blades pull together and back down. After that, we're going to do a little side plank switch back and forth. So it's going to be a high plank. You're going to open up, hold 1, 2, come down, open up, hold 1, 2. So that is in your own head. You're counting that little 1, 2 before you switch. Then we're gonna have what I like to call a burpee flop. So you come up, down, out, lower yourself, touch in front, down, and then you come back up. So you don't want to actually flop. You want to lower yourself like a reverse push-up. Essentially, lower yourself down, tap out the floor in front of you, and then come back up to complete that burpee. Then we're going to do a lying pullover, I call it. So, feet flat, belly straight out from the shoulder. You're going to pull them over your head and pull up. So this requires a nice tight core, flat into the ground, and pull up. If 2 weights is too much for you and you're arching your back, you can do 1. So you're going to come back to about over your head and then back in. So if you feel your rib cage flaring out as you're doing that, you're going to decrease the weight a little bit. If you want to challenge yourself, you're going to do both weights. All right, let's get that started, starting with the lunge jumps. 3, 2, 1, and go. So, oh, sorry. 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, it is 40 seconds on. So lunge all the way down, spring up, and switch. Keep on going. I'm going to roll out my T-pad for a second here. That's what's causing my knee pain today. All right, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest with 20 seconds of rest. So really catch your breath and get yourself ready for the next movement. The next movement is going to be 4 mountain climbers, 1 push-up. So if you need to set yourself up with a piece of equipment, like my handy dandy chair, go ahead. 3, 2, 1, and go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 push-up, and repeat. If you have a nice strong push-up, feel free to do this on the ground. You can do it against a wall if needed. I try and stray away from the knees. If you're going to do it on your knees, make sure your body stays nice and flat for your whole push-up. 10 seconds left. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Come in here, push, and up. All right, and rest. Good. 20 seconds of rest. And then we have our single leg deadlift row. So you're holding both weights. Pick your leg to start. I'm going to start with my right coming back. Go ahead. My right foot's gonna track back. I row, and I return to start. If you're really struggling with balance, you can drop one of the weights. Or you can do a staggered deadlift to row. So you come down, row, and then stand. Otherwise, that foot's tracking straight back. Hips go on that angle. You row in, then you stand and rest. All right, we need the same weights in our hands. We're gonna switch to the other leg. So now I'm staying with my right foot where it is, and my left foot's gonna track back. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. So working on that ankle stability, that balance is key here. Ooh, I just said balance is key and I lost mine. Definitely wait to row until you're sure that you have that stability. So come back, I stabilize, I row, I stabilize, and then I come home. You need to return back to center to stabilize. That's better than falling, and rest. All right, we have the plank switches. So you're gonna start in a high plank, open up, hold, down, open up, hold, down. This is gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. So high plank, have the feet spread comfortably so that when you turn, you're balancing your weight. A little over 10 seconds left. And 1, rest. All right, 20 seconds rest here. And then we have our little flop. So you'll jump up, come down, come out, lower yourself to the ground, tap out front, and come back up. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Keep going. So up, down, lower. So it's not as many reps as our regular burpees will be because you're really focusing on lowering yourself down. The better you can lower yourself down from that position, the better your push-ups from the ground are going to be. So we hold it, hold it, hold it until you have to flop. And rest. Good work. That's the worst one. I know it is. So we're done with that one for now. We have the laying pullovers next. So back flat, core into the ground. 3, 2, 1, and go. So you're gonna raise these weights above your head and pull back. So a nice tight core. My arms are straight out from my shoulders. They're not together and they're not flared unless I'm holding one weight, that both my hands are holding the weight. And I'm not tapping the floor behind me, just bring the weights over my head and driving them back up and rest. Good. All right. We have a minute break and then we're going to do this all again. All righty. Grab your water, stretch out anything you need to. For me, that's gonna be my shoulder. I'm gonna drop my weight a little bit when I do the pullovers again. Continue to stretch, whatever you need to. Have your sip of water, let your breath come back to you. We're starting with jumping lunges when we get started here. All right. Got 15 seconds left. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lunge jumps. So you alternate. As you come up, the legs switch and you land. 40 seconds. You can do it. You notice when I land with both knees forward. So that knee tracks straight down to the ground. Legs float up. Switch. Knee tracks straight down to the ground. There's no funky in and out movements because we're protecting our hips, our knees, our ankles by staying in that stacked position. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. We have our burpee, not burpee, I'm sorry. Our mountain climbers with our burpee. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push. 3, 2, 1, and begin. So drive the knee up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push up and repeat. Like I said, if you have something sturdy to do your push-up on, great. If you want to do your mountain climbers down and come up for your push-up, fine. It'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm up. I push. Ooh, I'm gonna slide away. And then I go back down, straight to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push and up. You have 10 seconds left. So you can probably get this in 3 more times. 3 more times at least. Especially if you're down on the ground. And rest. Good. All right. Get our weights ready. We have 15 seconds left. And then we have our single leg deadlifts. So I like to start with my right foot going back first. That means my left foot is staying where it is. 3, 2, 1, and go. My body moves on one nice angle. I catch my balance and I pull. Stabilize, pull, come up. Oops. Stabilize, pull, come up. You notice I do have a little bit wobbly ankles, so when I hinge down, I give myself a minute to stabilize that. Catch my balance. Then I pull up and I return to standing. Catch my balance again and repeat. And rest. Go work. I switch to the other side. This is my weaker side. So I'm going to slow it down even more. It's better to slow it down and do the movement correctly with less reps than to try and pump out a bunch of reps that you're doing wrong. Go ahead. Good, we're halfway there. If your balance is really off, sometimes you might need to choose to reset completely. So I come here, I don't have the balance to pull, I come back to center, and then I repeat. And rest. Good. All right, we're going to that high plank with our little switch in between. Three, 2, 1, you're in a high plank and you're switching. So count to 2 or 3 and then switch. Almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. All right. We have the killer up next. In 15 seconds, our burpee flop. So the reason it's called a flop, you're not just flopping down. You get as low as you can until you flop. And then you reach out, come in. Go ahead. So it's a little jump up, down, out, lower. Think of it as a push-up. Think of yourself coming down, pull down into the deepest part of your push-up, and then you relax. 20 seconds left. So up, down, out, lower. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. That one sucks. There you go. All right, lying pullover. Coming up next. For me, since I got a little shoulder pain after I did this the last time, I'm going to decrease my weight. Because while I was doing it correctly, I got some pain out of it. We don't want that. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. So it pulls over. Deep breath, come on. Nice head core. We don't want to feel those rib cage flaring. Sit down, left. And rest. Good work. All right, let's do a finisher now. We've got a mix of everything. Push, pull, hinge, squat. So let's work on getting ourselves moving. Again, a lot of those things are movement, but tight movement. So let's go. 1 minute into 1 minute. We've done this before. I want a minute. It's going to be a minute AMRAP, but it's going to go right into the next minute AMRAP. So I want you doing 20 high knees, and then you're going to come down into a beast position. You're going to walk up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to walk backwards, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to come up and high knee again for 20. So 20 high knees. 1, 2, 3, 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4 back. Let me get a minute on the clock. This might be all we have time for, but it'll get you moving. 3, 2, 1, and go. So count 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20 for me. Now I'm down. 1, 2, 3, 4 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4 back. And up. And again. 20. Go, 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 go. You're moving for this whole minute, and then we'll cool down. You're halfway there. So it's 20 high knees. 1, 2, 3, 4 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4 back. Our brain has to switch on and change to come back. There's a little bit of a brain gauge down at the bottom. We have 15 seconds left. There's plenty of time to get through most of one set. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, good work there. Hopefully, after a couple, you guys figured out that switch to come back. I know it can be a little bit weird. So you stop, you have 1 hand forward, 1 foot back. So you guys think, all right, back, back. This class will keep you as much young up here as it does your body. All right, so let's cool down. Keep breathing through the nose. Let's do the mouth. keep yourself moving slightly. As we're breathing, letting our heart rate come down naturally. Like I said before, you never want to just turn this off and sit right at your desk. You always want to make sure you cool down. And so now, out through the mouth, fold over. Give yourself a little hug and a rock. Now at the bottom, spread our feet slightly. We're going to reach in the bottom of one foot, my knees slightly bent, or not the bottom of one foot, the instep. We're going to straighten the opposite leg and fold away, reaching up. Reach back down. Go ahead and switch legs so the weight shifts over. And we reach up. All right, come on down to your mat. Do a couple hip rocks. So, one knee in, other leg straight out, hands in front, and you're gonna rock forward and back. Nice and deep at the bottom. So a nice stretch here, a stretch in that groin area. All right, go ahead and switch legs. Let's see if I can do this knee. I have a big bruise. Deep breaths the whole way. Come in, and we're gonna thread the needle. Hopefully you can still see me. Sorry, my battery's low. All right, thread the needle. It's gonna come in through, and you're gonna lean your weight so you feel a nice stretch in the shoulder, and come away. One more time on that side. Come away. Other side. Thread the needle through, lean the weight into the shoulder. And open up. Again. And open up. All right, walk yourself up. To your feet. And that is it for today. I hope you got a good workout in and you enjoyed it.